And we are live, straight to you from Whiteheath, Illinois, where the ducks quack and the men are scared. What's up, Auditron? Hey, Keith Anderson. Time to gather the eggs. Hi, Lady Di. Egg time, people, egg time. Move, Merv, out the way. Everybody get out of the way. Oh, move, guys, move. All right. Take this out. Take that out. Take that out. All right, come on, move down, guys. Nerdy birdies, nerdy birdies, nerdy birdies. Here you go. Move out to my way. I'll give you guys some food. Everybody gotta go. Come on, birds. All right. Alpaca. Oh, alpaca. Go on, Merv, get out of the way. Hey, get out of my way. Merv's getting exiled from USA. Oh. She loves me. She loves me. She get down her knees and hug me. 'Cause she loves me like a rock. She loves me like a rock, oh baby. She loves me. You know she loves me, loves me, loves me. And if I grow to be a man, come on, bitch. Twice I've done it. Someone will call my name. I say, who do? Who do you think you're fooling? All chickens go, hey, Rafa kitty, Rafa. How you doing, Rafa? How are you, Rafa? Huh, Rafa? And the Rafa kitty has appeared. Rafa Ruffa. Ruffa. And another terrorist. All right, got to set you down while I get some hay to bed the chicken. If I had grown to be a man. All right, everybody move it. Box number 1 done. Go, quit helping her. Get out of my way. Where you guys go? Grass for duck. Hay. There you go, duck. Ruffa. Hey, buddy. Hang on, guys. You gotta bring out your water bucket. Come on, chickens, move. Come on, move, guys. Hey, now, who do you think you're fooling? All right. Now we got water. We got 1 gallon for the class. Now we gotta go get a bucket. Where'd I put you guys? Oh, here you are. Hey, YouTube watcher. Lady Di. Auditron Anderson. Oh, I think I might have shit on my camera. Check it real quick. See if that fixes it or not. Seems to have helped a little bit. All right, I'll try to keep you guys in Alcata while I finish up in here. We'll be onto the barn real soon. All right, Merv, move out of my way. Go, Merv. there. Give me a minute. I'll give you guys some too, alright? Come on, out of my way. El Cata, El Cata, El Cata. Oh, El Cata, El Cata, El Cata. Well, 3 more minutes, we'll be heading to the barn. Maybe 2. All right, move, guys. And the bow flock. The bow flock is alive and well. There are 5 here by me and 5 in Joliet by downtown Tommy Brown. Coachella Valley Cop Watch just went live. Sun's going down quick today, people. It's crazy here. It's almost 60 degrees in Illinois, and it's almost Christmas. But remember, no matter what they tell you, there is no climate change. Ronald Reagan was never the president. Neither was Donald Trump. And now let's go back to some true facts. Like, these goats were all sired by Joshua Haynes.
Go get some hay.
There's Polly. Right, Polly Poodle? Oh no, you're Sweet Polly Pure. That's right. And the Peanut. I don't have any Jenny Jones treats right now. Sorry, no Jenny Jones treats right now. You have to wait. I seen your clock, Lady Di. That thing was awesome. Only I didn't have any audio at the time, so I couldn't hear anything going on. I just lurked you. Don't, goat. No, goat. No, do not eat it. Stupid goat. I gotta find some place to put you guys so the goats don't eat you. Because the goat almost got this one. Dog, get out of the goat food now. Go. Get going. Go. Go. Goat's eating corn and sweet peas. I mean, the dog. Stupid thing. Thing will eat $5 worth of corn instead of dog food. $30 a bag for dog food. They eat corn. wrong, Polly? What's wrong, my Polly?
I'm crying. I'm coming.
Here she comes, just walking down the street.
What do you think? Anything good? All right, I'll take your word for it.
People say I'm no good, crazy as a loon. 'Cause I get drunk in the
Good,
morning.
you're gonna get copyrighted.
I get stoned in the afternoon. Kinda like my old hairy goat. I like to hump in the shade.
All right, I parked the cart up there for you. Oh, I need a couple of bags. Did you forget?
No, I just didn't want to do it.
Well, I need your help.
Move, Peanut. Going over the fence. Move, guys.
Yeah, but not all of it. Hang on 1 second here. I need some. Okay, there we go.
Come on, go.
Actually, stop. Stop.
What?
That's not going over the fence.
Okay. I'm going to park you right here then. I'm going to get hay. I'm going to get hay. I'm going to get hay. Something happened. Knock 3 times on the chat room if you see me. Twice on the pipe. Means you ain't gonna show.
All right, guys.
You look out your window tonight. 1 floor below me. You don't even know me.
Damn.
I buffered out while I went for hay. Grab the camera.
Smiley.
Yeah, Smiley's still in there.
Is it up?
Too late.
Oh, she just jumped down. I don't know if you guys saw that. Smiley was on top of the cart. She likes to do that. Hello, Pistache. That's Pistache. Little Miss Nuttian. Smiley twin. The other Smiley twin. Polly, Gizzy, Melinda, Ghostess, the mama dog, and this is Coco and her daughter, or Brownie and her daughter. I don't know. I have 2 Cocos and 2 Brownies. So we have Brownie 1, Brownie 2, Coco 1, Coco 2, and I think the other ones are out there. Yeah, they're liking that a whole lot better than what I threw them. The bale I picked yesterday was not the best. But
There's got a lot of clover and a lot of alfalfa in it.
Yeah. If you didn't tell that much. There's all the little guys over there eating. All right. There's Polly picking out of the cart. Hello, Mom. Smiley twins in there.
Oh, Gizmo.
And there's Peanut. She has found a stack for herself. Hello, Gizzy. That was a beautiful Gizzy, huh? Hi, Pistachio. You don't like the dog much, do you? Not really, huh? All right. Let's see where we're at here. I don't really get down. Get off me, dog. You cannot stand on me. Let's see, where are we? There, I think. That should be about good right there. That should give you a good hugs back to everybody. So lots of hugs. All right, look out, ladies. Let me get going here.
Nightbot is active, people. Hey, Auditron, your pool is on exclamation point audit. Hey, Jen. Hey, is Nightbot being a turd? Oh, there we go. Exclamation point Rappa should bring up Rappa too. Hey, Tim Hill, throw up an exclamation point Rappa. Thanks, Lady Di. Yep, there's a link to his channel. Hey, has anybody seen Mammy today? Tell that woman I'm looking for her. If you see her, let her know I'm looking for her.
Okay.
Tell her the creepy old man's looking for her.
I need your help with one thing in the barn.
Going good, Tim. There's Polly. We have Polly. We have Melinda. We have Ghostus, the world's fattest goat. We have her sister Gizmo.
Her twin sister.
We have Alcata. We have Peanut. And we have Pistachio. I don't have any Jones treats right now, dear. I will get them for you. I will treat you today. The Smiley twins. The big ugly goat and her baby. And there's Polly screaming. Polly's having a fit for the hag. And there's the Rappa kitty. Rappa kitty showed up. Hey, Rappa. Rappa. There you go. Look at me, Rappa. And the terrorists leave because of Ghostus. Here comes Melinda. You can't eat my hair. Yeah, they're still on the way, John. They're still on the way. We have one pregnant goat right now, which is going to be Donna when it comes out after Perth Observer. All animals here are getting named from people online lately. And today, all goat treats are provided compliments of Miss Jenny Jones. You need help in there, dear?
I need help, I said.
I'm asking what you need.
You need to help me water the ginger.
Hey, get down from there, Peanut. Hey, Peanut, leave that phone alone. All in all, you're just a bad peanut. You bad dumb goat. Hey, Johnny. You just got assaulted by Peanut. Throw some glasses on so I can read. All right, molesters. Chill out, guys, chill out. Yes, I have Jenny Jones treats now. Chill out. Go look, Hag. It's Hag. Go get Hag.
Hag has no candy.
Here, ugly goat.
I don't have anything.
Hey, Gizzy. Come on, Giz. That's my Gizzy. Pete. Here, Malin. Hang on, Ghostus. There you go, fat ass Ghostus. Easy, Peanut. There you go. Pistachio. Everybody's taken care of over there now.
All right, there was plenty of hay. There's some in the shed, some over there.
Yeah.
You guys have
Here.
everything.
While I distract these guys, drop this. No, take this
And give it to
and
her.
drop it over by Polly's stuff while I distract these guys. Come on, goats. Melinda! Melinda's creeping up. Ruffa, kitty.
She doesn't want it.
All right, then just pick it up.
I got it.
Melinda, stop attacking Polly.
Linda, don't do that. Be nice. Who do I give it to? I'm not giving it to
Stinky?
Melinda or anybody. Did Stinky get one?
Nope.
Oh, well, then he might want one. Would you like one? There you go. Good boy. Okay. All right.
And
let's
Mr.
go.
Stinky will suck his candy. He won't chew it.
All right.
Hello, Dulce.
Are we leaving?
Yeah,
Going
just
there now? 'Cause I got work to do.
yeah. I just got to get rid of the rest of these.
No, you don't. Bring them here.
Come on, girl.
Put them in the bucket.
I got one more to go. Come on, white goat. Sweet Madam Blue. There you go. You got it. Stinky didn't get it. All right, we're out of here. Goodbye from Wendy and the ghostly trio. Please remember me. My name's Melinda, and I want
right,
to be
come on,
a
let's go.
friend to you.
You have your carrier? Yep, you
Yep.
sure do. Okay.
I'll be back again, and if you're present, this is all we'd like to
All right.
do.
Be good, ladies,
Come
and
along
I'll
now
go
and
home
join the
take care of
party.
each
Come
other.
along now and have some fun. We bring you
No
terroristic alcatas. They're here for each and every one.
Oh, yeah, there's more down the road. There's more up the road, I think.
4
Oh, there
alcatas.
they are. There's a couple over here.
2 more alcatas. Another alcata. Another alcata. When alcata strikes.
Where will you be when alpaca strikes? Will you be the mouse? Ooh, they got a gopher this morning.
Yes, alcata got a gopher.
Yeah, I found it out there laying
Hello,
in the yard
I am a Muscovy duck.
with its back of its neck torn out. I took the dog out this morning, and then when I came out later, it was gone. So one of the cats came and got it.
And there goes one of the ruins. There's some quail, you can't really see them.
All right, dude, I'm taking your empty gallon in.
All right, I got to get the eggs. Here come the eggs. Na 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 na. Richard Crude went live.
I gotta clean a
Or
stall
post it.
tomorrow.
Or posted something. You got to do a stall?
Yes, I have to clean a stall tomorrow. Is your earpiece working?
No,
Oh, okay.
doesn't work when we live stream.
Oh, good. I have to Yeah, I gotta clean a stall, and you might have to help me move Little Man over to that other small stall.
Who is little man? Kai?
No,
Timmy?
no. Little Man is the guy.
The first guy?
Yeah, David's little.
Okay,
miniature
gotcha.
male.
Got you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, his stall's getting a little thick. I want to get that out of there.
Does anybody want some eggs?
All right. I'm gonna go grab my stuff and head for the inside. I'll shut the door here.
Yo. Buttholesaurus. Where is the Buttholesaurus? Oh, I should try to start the tractor today. Maybe? Maybe not. Let's check out the burn barrel. I think it's almost time to empty it. Yep, it is. S&S Productions Live. Kitty Cafe. The Crazy Cat People Cafe. That would be a cool cafe. Especially if it had a bunch of crazy cat people in it. It's in the 50-degree mark. There are absolutely no deer out in the field, which is quite amazing. I do need to move some garbage. So, what do you guys think? Should we fire up the tractor and move garbage or say nah? All right, let's flip over and take care of quail. And then I'll take a vote on it. Ugly face mode. There we go, ugly face mode. I'll admit, Dulcie, slacking does sound awful good right now. All right, I'm gonna feed these birds real quick. Hello, my little quail. Thank you for the egg. Oh shit, you guys gave me 2 eggs today? Oh, each one of you guys laid an egg. That's sweet. You're such good little birds. You got eggs for me too. Awesome. Early morning yesterday, I was up, have enjoyed myself. quail, crazy quail. That's enough quail food for 4 quail. There's only 2 of you. Hey, 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 goodbye. Na 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 na. Na na na. Hey, 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 goodbye. Na 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 na. Na na na. Hey, 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 goodbye. Uh-oh, I think I trashed the light, guys. Damn it. Did I do that? Yep, I sure as shit did. Oh, man. Total blackout. Sorry, guys. I left something up here. There we go. Now we're back. Perfect. Oh, I thought I fucked it up for good there. Alright, let's see what we're gonna do. Are we gonna do trash today or tomorrow? Put some goggles on and see. Yeah, Dulce, this would be a great place for you. You would have no neighbors. It'd be nice and quiet. You could do whatever you want. You can pee outside. You can poop outside. You can have sex outside. You can scream outside. You can do whatever you want. Nobody bothers you. We're ripping. We're ripping. We're ripping. We're ripping. Hey, my 2 beagles. Yeah, Dulce. Me and Hag have sex outside all the time. Weather permitting, that is. Not that you really wanted to know, but after all, it is natural. Keeps me from being a creepy, perverted old man. Merry Christmas to you too, Dulcie. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm not really good with Hispanic names. I'm better with Russian and Czechoslovakian names. Hey, El Jefe, what's happening, man? Hey, El Jefe, the Feed the Homeless Christmas pool is closed. It ended yesterday, so I'm going to transfer those funds to you, and I'm going to start a new homeless pool if you want. I don't know if you're going to continue going in that direction, or if you're going to take a break with this stuff coming up right after the new year. So let me know, dude. Yeah, there's no way I would even try your last name, Dulce. Hey, El Jefe, do you want me to start another homeless pool? Or are you going to take a break from that? Yeah, I know you're still going to feed them, but do you want me to start another pool? Because I set this one to close before Christmas, so because I wanted you to be able to get everything before Christmas that was in there. Do you want me to start another one, another home to feed the homeless pool, and leave an open date on it? All right, cool. I'll do that. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's an Alcata time of year when all the little terrorists will come get you, my dear. Yeah, Dulce, it's a PayPal pool. We do PayPal for the homeless. Well, for El Jefe goes down and feeds them like crackers and chili and all kinds of stuff. No, I'll put it back up, El Jefe. I just wanted to make sure that the pool closed before Christmas, so you could get what was in there to take care of the homeless. Because I don't know what your schedule is. I mean, you're always feeding them, so it's hard to tell, man. But I'll run another one. I'll just start it and I'll set it to run a full year this time. That's awesome, Dulce. Yeah, I know you do, El Jefe, but you can't keep doing that when it keeps coming out of your pocket, dude. Your pocket's gonna go dry before too long, dude. It's kind of a big burden for one guy to carry. Now, if you were making 10 grand off of YouTube, it'd be a different story. And there you go, El Jefe. When I grow up, I want to be my son. I want to be just like my son. I want to be a pharmacist that rakes in the cash. Or maybe like my other son, own my own bug killing business. But I still got like 10 years before I grow up. Hey, Teresa, good to see ya. I'm sure I missed a bunch of people while I was doing chores. Yeah, I don't know. Panels are okay. Just some of the guests, man. I don't know. I have a hard time listening to some of the guests. That's like Jeff is here audits in New York, North Carolina Tyrant Hunter. I can't deal with that anymore. Hey, Lee Watts, you need some clothes, buddy. There you go. But yeah, those panels, they just, I don't know. It's weird, man. I mean, I've watched a few of your panels that were really good, and then I've watched some that just go out into left field. Yeah, yours aren't too bad, Jen. Unless Tammy gets going sideways, then then that becomes a different story. One day I'll have to get on and play with DDT, especially when he's drinking. That's hilarious. He says some crazy stuff. I don't know if he realizes what he's even saying half the time. I don't know if any of you people are watching Friends in Code or not. But if you are, he's working on setting up his own platform, and you can set up your own platform too. It's called UPHP Tube, where essentially you set up to run your own YouTube server. And it's not too hard, really. I mean, if you can follow directions and copy and paste, you can pretty much do it. Code, and he will explain it to you step by step. Any information you need, any question asked is a valid question. He does. I hang out there quite a lot. I enjoy his. So if you haven't checked out Friends in Code, I would definitely check it out. Yeah, Lee Watch, you can go to his too when he gets it fired up, depending on how he sets it up. But just think, you make your own server, you have your own YouTube platform, you make your own rules. Last night he was integrating live chat and going live. And he was having a little problem with the engine when I ran out of Bluetooth. Yeah, LFA. YouTube is pissing everybody off, and you can't talk about other things, but I did anyways. So this will probably get whacked like everything else. But they've got monetization there and everything else. So you can monetize, you can tie back into their main server. It's got a lot of options to do once you build your own site. It's really not hard. You can buy plugins, you can build your own plugins. No, LFA, it doesn't cost money unless you buy in. If you build it yourself, it doesn't cost money. I'm not really worried about monetization, but honestly, I would like to be monetized. Because if I can get monetized, I'll take all the Google money I get and I'll throw it right back into the community. I'll take Google's money. I'm not proud. I mean, they get 30% of a super chat. Then they get most of the advertising money. And you can actually, you can set up your own advertising on another platform where you're getting, 80% of the royalties. Yeah, see, that's crazy, El Jefe. I got copyrighted for, I got a copyright for singing the Mr. Rogers song, like one verse of it. Yeah, I know. I've heard a lot of people who are monetized haven't been paid properly from YouTube. Not only haven't they been paid properly, some of them haven't been paid at all, and others are like 3 months behind on their payment. But I figure if I can get monetized, I'll do it. I'll throw the money back into the community. Why not? Why shouldn't I take Google's money? Yeah, and super chat, it'll take forever. I was talking to somebody and I don't remember who it was, but they have like 600 and something dollars locked up in super chat, and it's almost a year. It's almost a year and they haven't got a penny out of super chat yet. It's just sitting out there in limbo, and they're making their money off every day they have that money. They're making a good profit off of it. So, that thing, God only knows how much money's actually in there. Yeah, Lee Watch, that sucks, doesn't it? That's just like when you're walking down the street, and there's like somebody drives by in a car, really fucking basing out, and then they hit you for that. Hey, Spartacus, good to see you. Oh no, Al Jefe, they did that. They did their AdSense. They did everything. They've been through it like 3 or 4 times to make sure. It's like the guy's getting the corporate runaround on that super chat crap. He gets transferred from one person to another, and then gets transferred to another, and then they say, "Oh yeah, well, we're looking into it. The problem's solved. Call back in a week." Blah blah blah. And he's been dealing with this crap for like a year. It's insanity, man. If I ever do get monetized, I won't enable super chat. Because to me, that's just a total scam. They're already making money off the ads, then they're going to make more money off the super chats by highlighting a couple words. Come on. Yeah, Dulce. If you use super chat, you're supporting Google. If you use PayPal, you're not helping Google at all. And nobody's taking a percentage of your money if you send it as family and friends. Yep, PayPal money is instant. Oh man, could you imagine somebody getting bond money from Super Chat? They'd have to do 60 days in jail before the money came through. It wouldn't even be worth sending bond money with Super Chat. I think pretty soon the guy who cloned my phone using Bluetooth, I think they're gonna bust him pretty soon. Cause the charges to my my Amazon account have stopped. He's a little over $1,300 worth of PlayStation gift cards. Thank God PayPal covered me. I didn't have to pay a penny of it. So I'm waiting to hear pretty soon that, they arrest some guy with 10 or 12 cloned cell phones, laptop, in a motel somewhere, ripping people's identities. All right, I guess tomorrow we'll. And I don't know. From everything I've seen, I got to admit, I think Friends and Code is definitely going in the right direction. I think that's going to really grab hold and fly. The only thing you really got to invest in it is your time. What's going to grab hold is people who are making their own YouTube servers, similar to YouTube. Only thing that's limiting me is my bandwidth. I don't. When I did SpeedNet test, I had 0.98 megabytes, 8 megabytes going up. Don't worry, Dulce. It's not that hard. You'll pick it up quick. It's kind of like when you have kids for the first time, you know. Start changing their diapers, you're not used to it, you know. Then the kids' teeth, you're not used to it. And after a while, second one comes along, you know exactly what to do. Third one comes along, it's really easy. I know we're going to rip like crazy, so. My computer is eons ahead of my bandwidth, so my processing power doesn't do me much good. I think you're wrong, Spartacus. I think trolls will pay to troll people. That's cool, Dulce. I sent Mexican Padilla a care package when he was in jail. Yeah, Dulce, I've seen you in President Code's chat. Seems like after he got locked up, everybody kind of forgot about him. It's crazy. Kind of like Honest Citizen Trent. A lot of people have forgotten about him. Something new comes along and people check out that.
Hello, everyone. Okay, got a full pot of coffee over there.
Oh, so he's stuck there in Texas until his probation's over? Is that the story, Dulcie?
Excuse me, I'll get some dog water. How is everyone today? Hello, El Jefe, how are you? How is everyone else? Get some water for the dogs here. Oh, there we go. Dog and the cat, that is. Dog and the cat. Oh. Hello, Dulcie Betty. Oh, just saying hi to people. Oh, look at my hair, man. It looks terrible. It's like flopping all over the place. I'm trying to let my bangs grow out, and if you've ever had bangs and tried to let them grow out, you know what I'm talking about. It is very difficult. Yikes! You could buy a Brand new truck for that kind of money. Buy a small house somewhere for that kind of money. Almost. Yeah. I need to get it dyed again. I need Road to open up his beauty shop and get rid of my gray. And then I can... Jeez. That's a lot of money. I am naturally kind of off blonde, like dirty blonde. And I've been a platinum blonde pretty much my whole life. Not natural, it's out of a bottle, but I don't care. I look better as a blonde. I've tried brunette, doesn't work. I don't want to go redhead, I just can't. It would look terrible on me, I think. So I'll stay blonde as I can possibly get, and I will add color. I got purple, red, blue. I can probably order green and pink and whatever else I need. Oh man. What a day. I'm exhausted. And tomorrow I have to clean stalls, so that should be fun. Luckily, the one I have to tackle tomorrow is a small stall. That many wheelbarrow loads. Get out my little pitchfork and start filling wheelbarrows to haul over to the compost heap. Hopefully the weather will cooperate tomorrow. Watch, it'll rain, right? Turn to ice. That's my luck. But so what is everybody else doing? Just chilling, hanging out. I still have work to do. I'm just kind of putting it off. I have dogs to feed. I have dogs to clean up after. Oh. I probably should fast them. We fast dogs once a week. Oh, cool. I was watching Mr. Robot, last week, I think, and I finished up. That was a very good series. If anybody gets a chance to watch it, it's actually a good representation of what's going on in our world today. There's a lot of clues in there, so it's kind of neat. I enjoyed it. And then I saw that new Star Wars movie. Anybody else see that yet? That was awesome. That was awesome. May the Force be with you. Yeah, it was pretty good. I did enjoy it. I must say I'm a Star Wars freak. I like that kind of thing. Star Wars, Star Trek. I've been following The Mandalorian. What?
Can you ask someone to type exclamation point pool 4?
Pool 4?
Yeah, exclamation point pool 4.
Can somebody type exclamation point pool 4, please? And thank you.
Good job not dying, Hoffman. The rest of you, clean up and start again.
Yeah, there's a lot of good series on, a lot of returning series. I haven't really gotten too much into the new ones. Pool 4, P-O-O-L, please. Exclamation point, pool 4. Thank you. What else do we follow? Thank you.
You should come up with Alhate's new homeless pool.
Nightbot got it.
Did a link come up?
Yeah, Nightbot got a link up.
Okay, cool.
Twice, actually, I think. There's 2 of them up.
All right, awesome.
Thanks, people. What What else do I follow? Oh, Shameless. Does anybody else watch Shameless? That's pretty cool. Pretty funny. I get some good laughs out of that one. What else you guys watch? Anybody interested in there's one I started to watch. I watched the first the opening show in a series called Witcher, I think it is. I haven't gotten to the second one yet. I got distracted by UFC. There's a new Charlie's Angels movie out if anybody's interested. That was kind of neat. Yeah, I like to kind of cram all the seasons together, do like kind of a Netflix thing, where, you have access to, watch whichever episodes you want. So I just start at the beginning of whatever season I'm on and just keep queuing them up until, get to the last one. The Mandalorian, Gina Carano is in that. Can you even imagine? I mean, she's great in the fight scenes. I'll give her that, but her acting skills could use a little polish.
I need to find out what I did with El Jefe's logo.
What else do I watch? Oh, the new Magnum PI. I know. Probably not what other people are interested in, but I think it's kind of cool. Road like Supernatural. I like that too. I think it's kind of cool. And it's been on for a lot of seasons. And then The Walking Dead, I think he checks out.
Yeah, I can't find.
Yeah, the new Higgins is pretty cool. Sure beats the hell out of the old one, yeah? And then the Chopper dude. You ever look at his shirts? Every single shirt that guy wears, they look like Hawaiian shirts, but they all have choppers on them. I've never seen him wear anything else. Yeah, the characters are pretty cool. I like them. And the Dobermans. I would have chosen a different breed, but whatever. I've had Dobermans. They're really not that intelligent. And temperament-wise, no thanks. What?
Is El Jefe still in there?
I don't know. How do you tell?
Sass?
El Jefe, are you still around? Road wants to know.
If he doesn't answer, then he left. That's all.
Okay. Nothing yet. Hello, Cops Gone Wild, Mesa. How are ya?
MCW Joker.
Huh?
That's MCW Joker.
Okay.
So you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's his other account.
Cool. Very cool. Oh, man. So, we're just chilling here. Just got done with chores. Got done feeding all the little goats and chickens and all that.
Can you ask somebody to type exclamation point audit, AUDIT?
Can somebody please type exclamation point audit, AUDIT? And thank you.
Just want to get Nightbot straightened out.
You head back. I got some stuff to do.
Yeah, I'll take it.
A couple of people typed. There you go.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
or what happened?
Yep, Nightbot's just a little slow responding today. All right. Looks like I think I got the pools all up. And there's a subscription page to sub to Rafa. If anybody wants me to add anything to Nightbot, let me know. Here's some clavicles that Nuckins wanted for one of her projects. They're clavicles of a deer bone. It's really weird. When you look through there, it's a heart shape. I didn't notice it on this other one. I wonder if it's the same way. Yeah. It's almost a heart in there. It's kind of crazy looking. So anything new that I'm missing? I can turn into the wiener again. Or it looks like a little bobbing wiener at the bottom.
Alright, I got this thing loading another thing here, so. Just so you know.
Not good, Joker, not good.
You're fine, dog. You don't need anything.
Mad shoppers? Yeah, I haven't gone Christmas shopping at all.
We don't. We have bought the one present we're giving this year. We're done. We don't shop for other
What present
people.
do we? Oh, for heating blanket.
Yeah,
Okay.
the electric blanket. And
Got
that's
ya.
about it.
Got ya.
Yeah, we're just not into the whole
Great. Just what you need. Cops asking if you were threatening them.
commercialized, materialistic holiday.
It's kind of like last night when Auditron was filming that police stop, and the guy gets out of the passenger gets out of the car and whacks his phone out of his hand, sends it
Why?
sailing over the top of the fence.
Why do they gotta be like that? I don't get it.
Yeah, there's actually two pools for El Jefe. They'll say one is for his stream yards, for his channel, and the other one's for the homeless. Yeah, I mean, most people are smart enough not to threaten cops online. At least I hope they are. I think it's pool 4, I'll say, for the homeless for El Jefe. Try exclamation point pool 4. POOL 4. Yeah, you have to do the exclamation point and then POOL 4. I believe that's the one. You can test it out if you want. I would do it, but I can't type. Yep, that's it, Dulce. You got it. You said his name is Target Practice. Doesn't sound like a threat to me. But in a police state, I guess you could construe anything as it. You're welcome, Dulce. That's cool, Joker. Hey, Dulce, Mexican Padilla's real name is Jesus, right? It's not Jesus. It's the same. So is it Jesus or is it Jesus? I don't understand. I don't understand it being the same. Or are you saying that Jesus means Jesus? I'm just a dumb old white boy that knows Bohemian. Ah, okay, got you now. Now I understand. I'm not too good with Spanish. Spartacus, no habla español. ¿Por qué?
What did you say?
He asked me if I speak Spanish, and I said no
Poquito.
no habla español.
Poquito.
I only know a few words, like Joto, El Caballo.
I know a little bit.
Um,
I took Spanish in high school. No idea.
I actually know a little more French, like Bonjour, Monsieur, comment allez-vous?
But what they teach in school is not like street language. Like,
No.
you know,
No.
it's very formal. So it's not really something
Joto,
you'd use that
pendejo.
much. ¿Dónde está el baño? That's something everyone should know.
No, I don't know where the bathrooms are.
See?
So go away. I poop in the corner. And I pee in a cup.
Gross. Let's not go back there. Let's not revisit that one. I get really bad visuals of, yeah. Of, like I said, a big bearded fat guy in a flannel and jeans sitting in a computer chair, pissing, you know, pulling out his little 2-inch dick and pissing in a coffee cup and then expecting someone else to empty it. It's just gross.
Sprinkles my flowers.
Yeah, it leaves a bad visual.
Are we? Scratch my back, will you, Hag? I think
Where?
I have crabs.
We don't have crabs. Where's it itch?
Everywhere.
Oh, lovely.
It's from the hay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Right in there.
Yeah.
Not there.
Well,
High right.
yeah,
But
I know.
do your thing.
I am your monkey.
Yep.
I will pick you clean. Ooh, what was that? Oh, I feel shit on your shoulder here. I don't know what the hell that is.
I don't know. It could be from where I lifted the bale of hay onto my shoulder today.
That could be. Oh, there you go.
Man, you guys are way too talkative. I can't keep up with the chat.
Well, we are the most boring live stream on YouTube.
Yes,
You know?
we are. The most boring live stream available on YouTube to date. For those of you that don't go to Friends and Codes,
What'd you do,
room.
man? You dumped all your pens.
They came out because you scratched my
Oh,
back.
you know what? I found a pen out in the goat yard yesterday.
Yeah, I have them everywhere.
Yeah, it looked like it had teeth marks on it, like somebody picked it up and tried to chew it. and then spit it out because it wasn't. what
Yeah,
they
I do
expected.
too, Dulce. I can't handle drama. I run and hide. I put on my dress and I run. It scares me.
Drama? Yeah, no drama. That's another reason why we don't like big crowds and lots of gatherings and big deals.
And the
because
drama's
there's drama
usually about
everywhere.
nothing.
Totally about nothing.
Somebody said something wrong and, they made a mistake and all of a sudden it's a giant problem. The world's going to end.
Or somebody takes something the wrong way out of context.
Right?
Context and comprehension are so important, and not everybody, grasps those things.
Or they just decide for some reason they don't like you and they follow you around and say crazy stuff all day long.
All right, dude. You should be it's free now. Next time you take a shower, let me know and we'll put some coconut oil on your back.
All right. Yeah, a lot of people can't laugh about something. They automatically they take it the wrong way, and then it's like you become this evil person over one sentence. It's
Completely
ridiculous.
out of context. All right. I need to go take care of this. I'm just putting it off, and I should not.
I'm just an e-beggar, so.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
You're not an e-bagger.
I am a professional e-beggar. That's
No,
what I
you're
do.
not.
And I'm proud of it.
Well, if by that you mean you help other people,
Yes, I beg for
then that's fine.
I beg for any and all, even those who will not beg for themselves.
That's okay. We're not begging for ourselves.
No, but that doesn't make me not an e-beggar, because that's what I do.
But if it's helpful to other people, it's not a bad thing, All right, I'm going to go take care of my stuff down there. What I really should do is fast them, but...
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are in this, and the only thing they want to do is fatten their wallets. I mean, it's insanity.
Maybe I will fast them today.
I mean, I really wouldn't care if people were doing it if they would just come out and tell people that. Instead of, pretending like, they're not doing it for the money and they're in it for the right reason. I mean, if you want to be a YouTube star, well, be a YouTube star. Yeah, when you do a poll, you can choose to be anonymous. And then that way your information, like when you use PayPal, nobody can see your information. So you don't have to worry about people going, oh, this is really so-and-so and they live at such and such and their phone number is blah, blah, blah. And then you get people like Rick Crude calling you in the middle of the night saying crazy stuff. All because you donated to somebody. I mean, that's ridiculous. And then lately, man, there's been a lot of auditors infighting. It's crazy. That's why I mostly hang out in the smaller channels. I don't really go to the big channels anymore. I follow them, but I think it's more important I go to the smaller channels. They need the watch hours and the attention a lot more than, like Eric Brandt. You go to Eric's and he's always got like 800 to 1,000 people in there. He doesn't really need the support. Same thing with Furry Potato. Yeah, there's a lot of trolls. There are a lot of trolls. And not the good trolls who actually bring up, valid points. It's the come in there and just start attacking people like, oh, you got a fat ass, you have saggy titties, you know, you're an idiot, blah blah blah. You know, I don't need to hang around those people. Hey Dulce, are you sub to Spartacus 1776? If you want to see something crazy, go watch one of his. Just go lurk there. Man, he gets so many trolls attacking him for no reason. It's ridiculous. It's like they come there just to give him grief. No other reason. And whenever he tries to talk to him, it's like doesn't do any good. I don't know what he ever did to make all the trolls attack him. He hasn't done anything I've ever seen to be attacked like that, but they attack him like crazy. Hey, Blind Straight, how's it going? He gets mauled by troll attacks all the time. Hey, Blind Straight, new things up on Nightbot if you're interested. Yeah, everybody's busy with Christmas stuff. Yeah, Dulce, that's what it is. Bullying and harassment. All you got to do is type !commands, COMMANDS, and it'll give you a list of all the new commands I added. Some of these guys, the stuff they write, I wonder what they're like in real person, you know, like face to face. I wonder if they're little skinny twig guys, you know, who are just keyboard warriors, or I wonder if they're like big, fat, drooling guys who beat their wives. Yeah, definitely douchebags. Not me, Blind Straight. I'm 6'1", I'm down to 180. I'm getting old, I'm deteriorating away. I used to be 6'1", 181 in shape. Yeah, you're younger than me, dude. Dulce, you're probably right. Damn, Blind Straight. I'm already shrunk too. I haven't measured my height in a long time. See if I can share my stream out, bring anybody else in. A roofer for 30 years. Damn, dude. Not me. I've had so many different job titles over my lifetime. I've done everything from HVAC to electronics, pneumatics, hydraulics, plastics, welding, mechanical, electromechanical, all kinds of things. The only thing I haven't done is carpentry. I roofed once and it didn't turn out too bad, but it definitely wasn't a professional job. It's almost time for me to get a new roof, and I'm too much of a pussy to climb up there and do it myself. The pitch is way too bad for me. Yeah, I hear you. Awesome, Dulce. Hag does landscaping. She's got like, I don't know, over 5 acres of roses. Own roses or something like that, where the roses aren't grafted. They're actually part of the rose plant. Get a foam pad, you'll stick to the roof. Yeah. Nah, I'm afraid of heights too, blind straight. Ever since I used to paint when I was younger. We had a painting company, and I fell off a grain elevator, and that made me paranoid of heights. Wow, Teresa, 4'11", you're a shorty too. Oh, blind straight, I'm terrified of heights. Like, if I climb a tree, I can climb a tree to the top and it doesn't bother me. But if I have to go on a structure or use a ladder or something like that, ain't no way, man. I get up like 4 rungs and I'm already freaking out. I'd rather face a loaded gun than have to climb on a roof. Your wife's 5'2"? I think Hag's 5'2" or 5'3", something like that. She's a shorty too. Man, I get worried on any ladder. I don't care if it's a brand new aluminum ladder. Ladders freak me out. Well, not really ladders, but the height is what gets to me. I was good until I fell off that grain elevator. I painted the steeple on a church once from the ball of a crane. That didn't bother me, but that was before I fell. Once I fell, man, I thought I was gonna die. Thank God I landed in a big pile of corn. Fall probably took 8 seconds, but it seemed like it took minutes. I'm not claustrophobic. I'm good on that. When I was young, I was a weird kid. I slept in a closet. I built like a little fort in there, and I'd sleep with my feet up the wall and then kitty corner in the closet. I wanted to see how long I could endure isolation. Yeah, I do weird stuff, Teresa. I've always done weird stuff. I've gone on 10-day survival missions with nothing but the clothes on my back. Yeah, 27 feet's a good fall. I fell, I think it was 105 feet from the top of the grain bin to the pile of corn I landed in. I'm just glad that corn was there. If that corn wasn't there, man, I would have been done with. except for the other day. The other day, I got really, really, really grossed out when people were talking about a guy who pisses in a coffee cup. I must admit, that's like the first time my stomach's turned in years and years and years. And I kill animals, I gut them, I butcher them. You know, I do all kinds of things that most people would be like, ugh, ugh. I express, uh, I express the glands on skunks. I do all kinds of different things. I express my dog's glands. I do all kinds of stuff that would make normal person like upchuck, but nothing bothers me. But that pissing in a cup, for some reason, turned my stomach.
Oh. Okay, that's done. What a mess.
I guess it got to me because it was real.
What, the pea cup incident?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of why it bothered me too.
Yeah, definitely, Teresa. Me and Hag pretty much live off the land.
For the most part.
Yeah, groundhogs, whistle pigs. Oh, those are really good to eat. Barbecued whistle pig, even baked whistle pig's good.
Yeah, there's a lot of meat on one of them little fuckers. You'd be surprised.
No, I'm not surprised. They're good.
Yeah, they are.
Just like raccoon. Barbecued raccoon is awesome.
Yeah, but you gotta know how to cook that.
Yes, you do.
That's a specialty that
But
not
it-
everybody can do.
But it's still awesome.
Oh, it is good.
And if you like pheasant, try a crow sometime. Crow is all dark meat and it's nice and moist. Doesn't dry out like a pheasant does.
Yeah, pheasant's a little dry. Pheasant usually requires a glaze or some
If
kind
you
of
love
fat to be
pheasants,
added.
Teresa, you gotta try a crow.
There's a season for crow now.
Crow tastes exactly like pheasant. You can't tell the difference except crow is all dark meat and it's nice and moist. It's awesome. You can take a crow and you can just do an open fire, take a can of beer, marinate it in some beer, cook it over that open flame. It's awesome. Quail, squirrel, and frog legs, yeah, they're all good too. Yeah, I like duck better than pheasant too, blind straight. What's got to pay better than trucking? Spartacus? I got lost on that comment. Roofing? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what roofing pays. Yeah, blind straight. Snapping turtles are good. 7 different tastes in one snapping turtle. I wish we had more snakes up here to eat, but... Oh, Teresa, if you've never had snapping turtle, you definitely got to try it. You get 7 different tastes of meat in one turtle. It's awesome. Kind of a delicacy, kind of like beaver tail. I love beaver tail too. I've never ate possum and I never will, so. $25 an hour for roofing. Windows and doors, $55 an hour. Man, if you paid me $200 an hour to roof, I couldn't do it. Once I got to the top of that roof, I'd be froze up there.
Keep walking. There you go. Atta girl.
Last time I did a roof was back in the 80s.
Okay. There you go, my rosebud. You are done. Oh. And now my chores are finished. Oh.
I don't deal a lot in green cash. Most of the things we do with the barter system. I have this, I need that, let's trade.
Yep.
And then I get a bunch of people who want me to go fix their furnace or fix their hot water heater or their dishwasher and computer, whatever. And they've got no money, so it gets pretty fun.
Trade labor for labor, one kind of labor for another. Or...
I fixed the lady's furnace and she made me a cake and a bunch of, I don't even know what you call it, sweets. Bunch of assorted like cookies and candies and stuff. It was awesome. Maintenance man for apartments for 11 years. Sweet. Yeah, the last thing Hag and I did before this gig was we did a factory and
mattress factory.
we had to put in all the electric, the transformers,
The plumbing,
run the air lines, the plumbing,
fix
bring in the
sprinklers,
machines,
systems.
put the machines in, level them, get them ready to run, hook everything up. We built it from the bottom to the top, and then
Yeah, there
once
was
we were
nothing
done
there.
with that, Hag became a secretary for a few months, and then we ended up gigging the job down here. And
First,
we've been here
actually,
ever
we got in the
since.
accident first.
Well, yeah, but
And then after the accident, we were looking for another job, and
We
we
picked
just
up a
happened to get a
job.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
they
we
needed estate help, and we've been here ever since.
but we lived in that factory for months while we were building
With
it.
our dog,
Me, Hag, and the dog.
a different dog.
We lived in the factory, and
With an
we'd
85
sleep at
pound
night, wake up in the
American
morning,
Bulldog.
go to work all day till evening, and then go crash out.
Well, I worked as secretary at the mattress factory, and then I would also go and work at his other business down the street, the car business. And I would dispatch for the used cars, picking up cars and
Yeah,
hauling
and
them
the
around. I
trucking
did that for a
company.
while.
Oh, you work for your landlord? That's cool.
That's the best.
I do a lot of computer work from home. I use TeamViewer, and I go in and clean up people's viruses and malware and tweak their
Install.
computers and do all that crap.
Install stuff, fix things, whatever it needs.
I build a lot of hardware.
Yep.
And then I mess around with all the Gerber files I find. I scratch my own PC boards, and I'll make a bunch of the stuff that's,
Frankenstein's lab.
I'll make a bunch of stuff that's on the dark side. Yeah, the furnace work, I really didn't show the whole thing. I had to pull one of the blower motors because one of the sensors ended up corroding out, and there was no way to rig it. And then I would just bought a new blower motor. Come to find out, the new blower motor doesn't even incorporate that safety. It's a double safety. It's really not needed, so it didn't make any sense being there in the first place. And I got the replacement motor, and I could have just bypassed that whole circuit. But I'm kind of paranoid about stuff like that because I don't want my house burning down because, you know, I made a mistake and blew the double, the redundancy on the safety. If they would have told me that, it's no longer needed because the motherboard takes care of it. Yep, bunch of stuff on YouTube will show you how to do it. The only thing is, a lot of stuff on YouTube, a lot of the repair videos are bogus. Like, I seen a guy telling people you could break in a car with a tennis ball. I wonder how many idiots went out there and actually tried that
And got caught.
and got arrested.
Yep.
Open a car door with a tennis ball. It's not even logical.
No.
You know, you can tell how they did the video too. Somebody with a key fob, you know, when they did the tennis, squeeze the tennis ball to make it pop up, somebody with a key fob hit the thing for it to unlock. I mean, it was
Well, of
real
course.
easy to figure that one out.
I don't know why anybody would post something like that. Let's see how many idiots will try this and get arrested. Oh,
Well, the dude had like,
God.
he had like 500 likes on it. It was insanity.
I just don't know why you do, why people do malicious things like that, you know?
I don't know. Oh, Dulce, you're going to make me hungry.
Again, this is why we live out in the middle of nowhere, because then we don't have to deal with, you know,
Dulce's teasing us.
with what?
She's warming up real Mexican tortillas.
Ooh,
Blind Straight's going to eat beef on the grill.
awesome.
I don't know what we're going to eat
I
yet.
have no idea. I haven't even thought about food right now.
I haven't either. But I know one thing. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, I
Yeah,
think.
we need to take out that ham.
Hey, YouTube watcher.
We need to take out that wild boar ham.
Do you want to have wild boar or you want to have duck? Because we have those Muscovies still.
Yeah, I know. I'm debating.
How about we have both?
No, that's too much. Then we'll have fucking leftovers forever.
No, we won't.
Why don't we make the Muscovy? That sounds good.
Yeah, that would be awesome, Dulce, but I think we're too far away.
We can make...
We're all the way in Illinois.
Dude, we could make the duck, right?
Yeah.
And I could open up some of these, I got plenty of squash. So, we'll have the duck, some squash.
Duck's not enough to feed 3 of us, so.
We'll pull out a second duck. How big is the ham? I just don't want there to be a...
Dude, I can't cook
ton of
too.
leftovers.
I can't cook. You're in Indiana and Anderson? Yeah, I'm up by Champaign, Illinois. That's a pretty good drive.
Okay, well, here's what we could do. If one duck isn't enough, we could make one duck in a small roast.
I have a small ham.
Okay.
It's
Done deal.
It's not like a 30-pounder. It's a wild boar ham.
I don't know how big it is.
It's from a young boar, so it's probably maybe 6-8 pounds to bone in.
Oh shit, that's not much. Okay, sounds good. Cook them both then. Sounds like a plan to me, baby. I don't know why this can't be.
Yeah, it gets old after a while though, when all you have is venison. So that's why
we have ducks and wild boar.
Yep.
In the freezer.
We usually trade out venison for wild boar.
Yep.
I actually wanted to go down by my buddy in Maryville, Tennessee. I wanted to go down and visit him before Christmas, but I didn't have time. I wanted to run down there with a crossbow and grab a couple wild boar, but no time.
Well, the problem with us traveling is finding someone to babysit a herd of goats and a bunch of chickens and quail. You know?
Right?
And I don't...
Oh, Jen, you're missing it.
I don't feel comfortable with anyone that I know around here, you know?
Wild boar is the only pork that has taste.
Everything at the store that you buy that's pork is...
Tastes
it
like
tastes like cardboard. It tastes like dried out, yucky cardboard.
Yep.
It's horrible.
Me too, Teresa. I love venison.
Yeah, nothing tastes, you know...
Yeah, YouTube watcher. We're in Southern Illinois.
Well, Central, actually.
Well, Central, whatever.
We're about 4 hours out of Chicago.
Temperature today here was in the 50s, the high 50s, blind straight.
Yep, but
it's a mess out there.
Snow.
It's like
it's mud.
It's all muddy and wet and nasty.
Yep. It's a goat pee mud pit.
Yep.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than walking through an aviary full of chickens when everything is melting.
There's nothing worse than Merv getting in my way every time I go in there. And now Merv's starting to become violent.
Really?
Yeah.
He needs some friends. He needs some guinea friends, dude. We need to get some more guineas.
He's an attack guinea.
Well, he's a great watchdog.
Yeah, he
But-
is.
You know,
Wow, 17 in Texas? Yeah, no, there's no climate change. That's perfectly normal, right?
well, this is actually, since we've been down here, this is about normal for this time of year.
You too, Eric Johnson. Merry Christmas to you.
It'll get colder as like January rolls through. January, February, and the beginning of March are usually pretty chilly down here. But hopefully we won't get a whole lot of snow. Or ice. We don't need ice. Yeah, traveling has become very difficult, you know.
Yeah, blind straight. There is climate change. It is happening because of CO2 emissions. They're trying to blame it on the general public, but if you read a book called The Storms of My Grandchildren by James Hansen,
It'll give you all the math and science you need to figure it out.
yeah,
It's
and
very simple.
they kicked his ass out of NASA because he was telling everybody.
He was telling the truth, and
And,
everybody called him a conspiracy theorist.
And according to the charts and all scientific data he had at the time the book was published, the changes
The tipping
aren't.
point.
The tipping point isn't supposed to be till 2020, but it's been so far advanced from that.
Yeah, we're
that
already
it's
at the point where we can't save it. We can maybe slow it a little,
Yeah, we're screwed.
but that's if the whole world cooperates and goes to clean energy.
The guy's name is James Hansen, Hansen,
Hansen.
and the book is called The Storms of My Grandchildren.
It's an awesome book.
And
It's not hard to understand.
he's been screaming about it since the 80s, and
70s,
Wow.
late 70s, early 80s.
80s was when the book came out.
Washington hid it. The politicians hid it. They wanted everything scrubbed because of, petroleum corporations and pressure from them.
They're all saying that it's, it comes from cars and all this other shit, but
It comes from everything.
the truth is the biggest part of our problems are burning of coal is one. Every time we launch a space rocket, a rocket into space, that's another thing. Every missile
Military,
we fire over
yep.
there in Iraq, Iran,
Afghanistan, wherever
all
we
over
are.
the place, those
All these
create
war games they
a
play.
huge amount of toxic stuff to go into the.
Well, and think about the
into
millions
the
and
air.
millions of people on this planet and all of the garbage spewing gases, from large landfills. And it's a combination of everything. And when the oceans warm up, when even a degree or two, what happens is more CO2 is released from the floor of the ocean. So, that's a contributing factor. Volcanoes and everything else. And if you notice, the ring of fire of volcanoes in the Pacific has been a lot more active.
Well, if you notice,
The polar caps are melting. You're out of coffee, right? Is that what you were going to say?
no.
No, the planet was in a warming phase anyway. We have humankind has simply hastened that. We're only part of the problem.
A huge part of the problem.
Yeah.
And if you notice that we spent a shit ton of money putting up those ozone machines, which require no maintenance or anything else, and all they do is pump out ozone. And that giant hole in the ozone layer was almost closed.
And who shut them down?
And the government shut those down for no reason at all, no given reason. And they're now scrubbed from Google Earth. You can go to Google Earth and you can't find them. all you'll see is snow where all the machines used to run. So every now and then you'll be able to pick it up where they'll have it posted again, and you'll be able to see it for a couple days before it gets scrubbed. But yeah, we had ozone machines that were actually closing the ozone
Most
layer,
of the
the
public does
ozone hole,
not know about that.
and now they're down.
I mean, the evidence of a warm up is all around us, you know? Weather and climate are two different things,
And now we've
but
got
they
that.
contribute, you know, they're linked.
Now they've got that chick running around in that Tesla that's screaming to the world about, emissions and all kinds of other stuff. And you look in the Tesla car that Arnold Schwarzenegger bought her, and you see a bunch of unfriendly things to the environment, like plastic bags, plastic knives and spoons that are throwaways.
Yeah, and plastic is the worst thing.
All the things that she's like trying to shame people about, she's doing herself.
But
Something
that's true of a lot of things, you know?
Greta Thunberg
Yeah.
or something like that.
That's true of a lot of things, though, you know? It's like, dude, I've had vegetarians and vegans yelling at me forever about venison. And, you know, in the meantime, they're riding around in cars that have leather seats. They're wearing leather shoes, leather belts. They have leather furniture. You know,
Teresa, what are you making to eat? You're maximally making something to eat. Now I'm curious what you're making. I hate green peppers, but right now, it sounds really good.
stuffed green peppers.
Stuffed green peppers.
Yeah. I haven't had those in forever.
Me either. Me either.
Well, we don't have any ground meat right now.
No, we don't.
That's part of the problem. Yeah, we eat from the land, except we keep a few snacks on hand. We cheat. We have.
Because we have to be American and consume some of their poison.
Well, come on, you have to admit they are good. And then I
Yeah.
do keep chocolate around. I gotta have some chocolate. So
Yeah, but that chocolate from Germany is really good.
it is. It is. It is true.
And it's really good for you.
The dark stuff, yeah, it
Mhm.
actually is. It does help me with female issues. It contains all of the right, you know, vitamins and minerals.
Dulcie, did you get the munchies from Herb?
Or are you just hungry? Oh, remind me, dude. Tomorrow I've got a bunch of heels for you to take out to the chickens.
Okay.
Fried heels.
That sucks, Teresa. I screwed my ankle up somehow today.
What'd you do?
I don't know, I twisted or something.
Oh, that's not good.
Do you have drugs for your knee, Teresa? Or do you have to just suffer through it? Yeah, Eric. Is that really a Honda plant? That's my question, too. I only had surgery once, and that was back early 80s. I went to a sports medicine guy to fix my right knee. And the orthopedic surgeon did a really good job. I've never had a problem with that knee. Eric, I think you're right. They shut down the machines. They shut down the ozone machines. So what else are they up to?
Whatever they want, apparently.
I'm just hoping to croak before the world turns totally to hell. Don't know if I'm going to get my wish or not, but I sure hope I do.
Well, we're on the
'Cause
downside.
I think it's going to get pretty ugly out there before long.
It will. You can kind of see it coming, you know.
People's attitude are changed. Nobody wants to help anybody anymore.
No, everybody is very self-indulgent.
You know, you got problems, people will help you, but only if you have money to pay them. If you can't pay them, they don't want to help you. It's ridiculous. Dale Lakeman went live. Yeah, I won't have surgery on my back. That's never gonna happen. I know too many people had back surgery and 2 years later were worse. I've known other people who had back surgery and ended up dying. Yes, we do, Dulce. We're living in a world where people are more concerned with money than anything else. Wow. That's creepy, Dulcie. Yeah, they wanted to do all that kind of crazy stuff to my neck. And I didn't do it. I went to a Chinese doctor. The dude totally put me under and did some kind of treatments. I don't even know what they were.
It was an injection, but it was not like steroids or cortisone.
It was really strange. And it worked out. I have full motion in my neck back, but my back's still screwed and nobody will mess with it. The ones who say that I should have surgery give me a 50-50 chance of 50% it's going to turn out good, 50% I'm going to be paralyzed from the neck down. And I don't like those odds. So I'll just stay on drugs until I die.
Dude, how many people do we know that have had back surgery? Quite a few people, right? Not one of them has gotten better. They've all gotten worse. It's not worth the chance.
100% real. Yep, chemtrails are real. They always have been. Oh, if you were almost a paraplegic, I don't blame you. I figure that once I am paralyzed from the neck down, then I'll go for the surgery. That way I don't have anything to lose.
Yeah, but before that, it doesn't make any sense to give yourself up to the possibility.
Who, me, Dulce? If you're talking about me, right now I'm standing up by the kitchen sink. But every day, in order to get out of bed, Hag will bring me my drugs and my coffee. And I'll drink some coffee, then I'll take my drugs. And then it takes about between an hour and an hour and a half for me to get moving. Oh, I got you. Yep. Yeah, I'm not going to do surgery until I'm paralyzed from the neck down. We're
both in the same boat, man.
When I first got injured, they told me I would never walk again. I spent like a year on the couch unable to move. But 2 crushed discs and had to be fixed so I could lay in bed for the rest of my life. Yeah, I've got so many crushed discs, Eric, it's not funny. I've got discs that are out. I've got vertebrae that are bad. I've got bone spurs grown into my spinal cord.
And every once in a while, when you move wrong, you lose your legs.
I can relate to you, Teresa. I'm the same way. And then when Hag starts having her lupus episodes, then it gets really bad because then she can't do anything. And
No, I have to take drugs too.
we've been pretty lucky though, because usually one of us will be down. We don't usually both go down at the same time.
No, we take care of each other. When he's down, I help, and yeah, lupus is a wonderful thing, ain't it? And I not only have lupus, I also have damage to my spine too from the accident in my neck.
Dulce, I can send you
There's
some essential oils we use on Hag, and it works out really good.
There is a cure for the outward symptoms, like the butterfly rash, the cold sores, the blistering from the sun, light sensitivity,
Hair loss.
the hair loss. There is a cure. It's a natural cure. It's holistic. It's essential oils and pressure point therapy in combination, and it actually does work. I get total relief for about 6 months, 8 months, something like that, and then we have to do another treatment. But it's as close to a cure as we've ever found.
Yeah, Dulce, I don't think the essential oils will do anything for the cancer.
No, that's not very unfortunate. I'm very sorry you have to deal with that.
I do have.
That's got to be awful.
I do talk to this chick who's totally into holistic medicine, who might be able to hook you up with something. I'll have to talk to her.
I use it's a mixture of essential lavender oil, thieves oil. What else is in it? Coconut oil, and what else? I think there's
Cloves oil.
Clove oil.
Mm-hmm.
Clove oil, and it's like in a mix of certain amounts of each, and then
it has to be the right thieves oil too.
Right.
Because
they're not all created equally, right? Not all companies make them the same. We use them from a specific company, and then what he does,
oil is patented.
It's proprietary, yeah. And then he will apply it to my pressure points of
that's for the
your breasts, and that helps the internal issues. And then for all my external issues, there's pressure points on my back, my feet. Where else?
Your ass.
My ass, my legs. And he hits certain pressure points, does a little deep tissue massage with the oil, and yeah, it's a great thing, man. I can go out in the sun, I can work in the garden without blistering. I don't have to wear sunglasses constantly. I don't get cold sores or a rash on my face. Yeah, I mean, my skin is actually pretty clear right now, considering what it used to look like. It was awful. I was embarrassed to go out in public.
Yeah, you looked like you had chronic herpes.
I looked like I had awful herpes, absolutely. And now it's like, I'm doing great, really. Yeah, there's a lot of people like us that have issues. We're actually pretty lucky that we have, outlets to help us. The holistic side for my lupus, and
get by with a little help from our friends.
Yep, that, and I mean, when I first found out that I had lupus, I felt like a guinea pig. They just, they hand you all of these drugs, and they want you to take steroids and all these anti-inflammatories and drugs that are borrowed from other areas of medicine, like cancer treatments and malaria and this and that and the other thing. None of them work.
Like Norcos.
Yeah, no, they give you tramadol or tell you to take Advil or something like that's going to work. Yeah. No, we're just lucky that we found doctors that actually understand chronic pain and, are willing to help. And that's a difficult thing in today's political environment, but yeah, I don't roll out of bed without a little help either. So, Yeah. Yeah, I have systemic lupus, which is the inherent type. But with my ethnic background, it figures, doesn't it? I mean, I have I'm in every single group that is more likely to be diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. So,
Dulcie, if you email me, I'll send you my phone number and you can text me your address. All you have to do to get my email is type !email.
yeah, and we can let you know what you need to get so you can check it out, try it, It doesn't hurt to try.
I'll send her a bottle, ready to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, send her a bottle ready to go and tell her where all the pressure points are and how to hit them,
She can look up pressure points on Google.
You can do that too. And, have somebody, hit them on your back and everything. And I'll tell you what,
Or if you have Joker's phone number,
oh, no problem at all, man. I'm more than happy to share something that works. Absolutely.
if you have MCW Joker's phone number, you could text him. He has my number too. You could get it from him.
The best to you too, Eric. Yeah, and it's hard to deal with because on the outside you don't always look sick, and people kind of really don't understand what it's like. You say lupus, and everybody's like, "What's that?" Because they really don't get it. There's not a lot of nobody's working on a cure for it. Nobody's really working it. There's no money in it, I guess.
Just so you know, Eric, I don't believe in the Skywalker. The man in the clouds, more often referred to as God.
That's okay. Just because we're atheists doesn't mean we can't accept good wishes from other people.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood, man.
Some people freak out when I tell them that.
No, I don't care. That's what this country was built on,
Well,
diversity, differences.
I don't care if they're Christian, Mormon,
Muslim,
Baptist.
it doesn't matter.
I don't care.
Atheist, agnostic, whatever
Buddhist,
your beliefs.
whatever.
A humanist, a Taoist, it doesn't matter, Everybody has their own belief system. Everybody has, their own ideas about everything. I was raised Catholic. And it took me a really long time to throw that mantle of guilt off.
Yep, me
But
too, Dulce.
No, and it's not necessarily the belief
Cool, Jen.
in it. It's the organization of it and how they deal with it, and the way that the basic message has been twisted by organized religion. That's the problem. There's nothing wrong with having faith in something, That helps a lot of people, and that's a good thing.
Yep, me too, Dulce.
And you too, Eric, That's
no problem, dude. I just wanted to let you know so I'm not misleading you. Me and Hag, we take eggs and all kinds of stuff to the church too, even though we don't belong to the church, because they help. They help the homeless. So,
yeah, they run a food pantry. They help people that don't have enough, and we think that's important. And it's a non-denominational church, which is great.
And they know I'm an atheist. And
they know we are. They don't care.
Right.
They're just happy. They're happy to have everybody participate. The more the better. So. I have respect for everybody as long as they don't push their religion on me, Like, when people come knocking at the door, I don't care for that. I just don't think that's necessary. I think if your religion is strong enough, people will come to it.
My view on religion usually pisses people off.
Well, that's because the basic message has been so twisted out of context, and
the reason people get pissed off at me for talking about a religion is because I truly believe that the first form of indoctrination you face in life is
baptism. Yeah.
The church indoctrinates you.
Yeah, because you don't have a choice. When you're
Right.
an infant, you're baptized.
Yes.
In
your
most
parents
Christian
take you,
religions, you don't
and-
get a choice.
right?
And then you go to church, and you're
and
fed
then-
this stuff,
right.
and
And then I have a problem accepting that popes and pedophiles are moved from one place to
yeah,
another.
the Catholic Church
and
is,
hidden in
is
Rome,
a
and
bad representation
I have
of
problems with
religion.
that.
It just is, you know. I mean, why does a religion need its own banking system? Why do they need their own guard? Why do they need
Why does
basically
God
their own
need all this
country?
money?
And why does God need? Well, it's supposed to go for charity. That's the whole idea. Unfortunately, it doesn't all go for charity. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the real message is love thy neighbor. You know, do unto others as you
I do
want
believe-
them to do unto you.
No, I
You know,
believe
those
in
are
the
kinds of
message.
things. Yeah, the message is a
I
good
believe
one.
in the message. I just don't
Right.
believe in you have to build this gigantic church to worship that costs all this money.
Yeah, and give 10% of your income to
Right.
it. Yeah, I you know, and it's not about the money. It's about the way that it's been twisted. The way the message has been so twisted where they want to control what everybody else does. And
I mean, if you were getting
know,
10% of your check and it was going to the homeless people or something like that,
And
I
you
would-
knew that's
yeah,
where
I
it
wouldn't
was
have
going.
an issue with it.
then that wouldn't be an issue. You know, but when a priest is driving around in a Cadillac wearing expensive, you know, suits when he's not doing mass, I have a problem with that. You know? What does he need a Cadillac for?
I have the problem with people who go up and slam people in the face and physically assault them and then say that they're a good Christian man.
Well, and but see,
That's what I'm saying.
That's that
It's
whole,
bogus.
you will be, you know, you'll be forgiven, you know, for all your sins. It's like you get a do-over. You get as many mulligans as you want. And I don't understand how that works.
I don't see how you can kill somebody and be
Go to
forgiven for that.
confession and be forgiven. I don't get it. No. I don't know. Call me crazy, but
Okay, crazy.
you know, and it took a really long time. I mean, I had questions from the time I was a kid. Questions that the nuns didn't like me to ask, and they couldn't answer. You know, and they just fed me the same talking points. Well, it's all a test, and you just have to have faith, and blah 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 blah. But you know, you know, or when you see, you know, I don't know, like the televangelists and all this, you know, and they're like rolling in dough, and you know, feeding messages of, you know, violence, basically, you know, and, you know, trying to perform conversion therapy on certain people. And, you know, it's just, you know, don't
Yeah.
accept these people. And we're, you know, how can there be, every religion says we're the true way. Well, how can there be that many true ways? Which one is it?
And the homosexuals are, you know, they're all possessed by demons.
Yeah, I don't buy any of that. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't. People are people. You know, everybody is deserving of the same rights, freedoms, dignity. You know? You know, I just don't like, you know, how they take, you know, I mean, religious wars. If that isn't an oxymoron, I don't know what is.
Right?
So, I believe
I don't
in,
think you need religion to form morality.
I believe that the universe has a balance of energy. Energy never really dissipates, it just changes form. So, I believe that when we pass, we just change form. Our energy becomes something else, whether it's a collective or
Well, we
whether we're reborn or whether we go to another dimension or plane or I don't know. But I certainly don't buy into the whole heaven, purgatory, and hell story that they try to feed you. I
Well,
just,
if you think about it, your soul
don't
is
buy
what
that.
conducts the energy in your body.
right.
Everything's done by electrical
Well,
impulses.
you can call it your soul, your consciousness, whatever
Right.
you want to call it.
But
right.
it's all done by electrical impulses. And when that
Absolutely.
electricity stops,
Right.
the energy leaves your body. Where
12
does it
grams. 12 grams to be precise, whether you're an infant or an old person, whether you're big or small, doesn't matter. 12 grams leave your body. I believe that's a medical scientific fact.
Yeah, I
And
can't
they
remember
really
if it's
can't
12 or
explain it.
6.
See? Yeah, it's stuff like that that bothers me about the whole thing.
Yeah, that's
You know? I mean, they should be, you know, that's something where they should, you know, they should say, well, you know, instead of making them step down, they should say, well, if you got to cut and pay, is there anything that you need?
right. That
You
would
know,
be the right
that would be the
response.
right response, you know? God doesn't need your money. He owns it all already. Pretty much, huh?
That's true, Teresa. So I don't get why they keep asking for money.
Because they want nice things. When you're greedy, there's no such thing as enough.
Yeah, but when we die, we can't take all this material crap with us. So
No.
what does it matter?
Death is the great equalizer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, none of it comes with you. So, you know, who's the richest man in the graveyard? The guy with the biggest stone? Big deal. You know?
Another thing that bothers me is when you get these guys who are really rich,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of contributing $5 or $10 to somebody,
Mm-hmm.
they'll say, "Oh, I'll pray for you. I'll send you prayers." Like that's gonna help. I think that's just a cop out to say,
Well, yeah, like
I don't really
victims,
want to help you.
victims of hurricanes and all that, you know? Oh, yeah, we're sending prayers. Why don't you send supplies instead? That would be more useful. You know, you can't eat a prayer. It doesn't keep you warm at night. You know, I mean, it's nice to
I agree
have
with
those
you, Eric.
pilot-
All of us are definitely, they come up and they bully you into their religion. No, but that's
Yeah.
what they do.
Well, that's what they try to do.
They come up with their little watchtower thing and they try to bully you into their
You shouldn't have to force it on anyone, you know? But I mean, think about that. It's the perfect con. It's the perfect scam. Grab them when they're an infant.
Mm-hmm.
Indoctrinate them right away before they have a chance to learn, you know, how to walk and talk.
Put the
you know?
fear of authority in them with heaven
Put
and
the
hell.
fear of authority and the guilt. It's fear and guilt. And that's how you control the masses, through fear and guilt.
I would have left that church too, Eric. Oh, I did terrible things to them, Teresa. 3 girls and a guy came to my house when I lived in Woodstock. I was saying, asking if there were anything they could do, so I whipped out my wiener and asked for a header.
Yeah, they never came
And they
back
never
with their
came-
Bibles.
No, they never came back.
Actually, I was forced into parochial school from first grade to 8th grade. And that's Catholic school, basically. Didn't have a choice, had to go. And I actually got expelled from Catholic school. And you want to know why? This is the silliest reason ever. I had a fight with an argument with one of my girlfriends in class. And she started, it was her fault, and I refused to apologize. And the nun said, you must apologize to her. And I said, I won't. Not until she apologizes first. She started it. I don't feel it's fair that I should apologize first. And I absolutely refused. And I got expelled for that. Can you imagine? For that. And I said, hey, vacation days. I don't care. Yeah, they don't usually come back here once they
Yeah,
stop.
they won't come back here.
You know. We usually feed them the old, oh, we're part of a satanic cult, thanks. Something like that, and they tend to get a little freaked out and leave.
The only thing I ever did was show them my wiener
Yeah, well, that's a little extreme.
and asked for a header.
That's a lot extreme.
She asked if there was anything she could do for me.
Wow. Yeah, he gets a little out there sometimes.
Yeah, I do some stupid shit,
You were a lot younger then,
right?
but
But take
no, but
responsibility for
I
my
also
actions.
I respect the fact that everybody has their own beliefs, and that's fine. It's all fine and dandy. As long as nobody tries to push it on me, I'm happy. I'm happy for everyone. If having faith helps you, that's a good thing. So whatever works for you as an individual.
Here's a crazy question for you guys. Do you support the building of the wall that Trump wants?
It's a waste of money.
I want to see what they say. I want to see what their feelings on the wall are.
I think it's a huge waste of taxpayer money. And it cuts off a lot of animal habitat. It's going to interfere with migration of certain animals. It cuts families in half. I'm not happy with the way they're handling immigration at the border.
Okay, Dulce, you're Mexican. So tell me, do you think it's a good idea to build that wall or a bad idea?
It's a bad idea. I mean,
I'm not asking you, I'm asking the people in chat. I know your opinion.
Well, it's,
I don't care about your opinion. I know it. I want to know what their opinion is.
Personally, I think they're building it to keep us in, not to keep everyone else out.
Well, I think the same thing, but I still want to see what other people think.
Yeah. And then when you consider the fact that actually most of the illegal immigrants don't come from the southern border. They fly in on visas and they just stay. And you can't put a giant net over the sky, so I don't know how they're going to deal with that.
Hell no what, Eric? Hell no Teresa wasn't struck by lightning? Or hell no you support the wall, or hell no you don't support the wall? Okay, Jen thinks the wall's a bad idea.
That's cool. I think it's a horrible idea. It's just a waste of money.
Yeah, Dulce, I just want to know what your thoughts on the wall are. Are you for the wall or are you against the wall?
It's not something that benefits anyone. Oh, excuse me.
My inquiring mind wants to know, Dulce. Well, the thing that bothers me, Teresa, is that Berlin took down their wall and we're putting one up. Yeah, I know. Mexico has it has all different types of people there. Everything from Americans or ex-Americans to Asians and Hondurans and all kinds of people.
Dude, every country is like that. There are groups in every country from every other country, expats, they're called. What do I want? To eat some more of this. Or do I want to eat some more of this?
All right, Eric.
I think I'm going to eat the two leaves that are left in here.
I got you.
Leave the big piece for you.
I don't support the wall either. I think the wall is being put up to keep us in. I don't believe for 1 minute it's to keep, people from immigrating from Mexico.
No, and here's the thing, dude. Given the current situation in a lot of South American and Central American countries,
I believe Mexico is a freer country than America is, honestly.
I just don't. I can't. I have to support someone.
Oh,
that's
Teresa,
trying to make a better life for their family.
you met Trump?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Now you're making me feel
Did you
bad.
catch anything? What'd you catch, Teresa? No, Eric, because if they're really worried about patrolling the border, they have drones to do that. We don't need a wall. Your son flew with Trump? Wow.
Like I said, I'm so sorry.
I don't know, Dulce. I kind of agree with that, but I kind of disagree because if you're in Mexico and the cartel's after you and you have to get out, you can't sit there and wait for this long, lengthy process to get into America.
No, and it's not just our side. People can't get visas to get out of their own countries.
It's never been that way. It's never been that way where it's been a huge amount of paperwork and wait and everything else to immigrate into the States. So.
Well, there are different ways to do it. You can ask for asylum.
I think that they should be allowed here, and then if they don't speak English, give them time to be acclimated to the, English language, let them study for their citizenship and assist them. I mean, I hear so many white people, and I'm going to say white people, and it's probably going to offend people, but I see so many white people say, oh, all the illegal immigrants are taking all, they're all on Social Security. They're all getting benefits and welfare from the government.
No,
and I know for a fact an illegal immigrant doesn't get any help from the government. They get nothing.
Nope.
Those people are on their own.
It's a lie handed down by politicians to make people believe.
I'm with you on that too, Eric. Yeah, I don't believe in the party system. I don't think the Democrats are good. I don't think the Republicans are good. I think they're both just bullshit parties that are corrupt, and they're going to do whatever they can for the money.
Yep.
There is no good guy or bad guy when it comes to parties. And then I'm sick of these guys who go, oh, if you hate it so bad, why don't you leave?
Why don't we just make it work the way it's supposed to work?
Yeah. Why can't we fight to make it the country what it's supposed to be?
We're a democratic republic. And
Teresa, I don't trust the government either. Especially when I see, immigrants coming in and children being separated from their mothers and all that crazy stuff going on.
Given nothing, not taken care of.
And then hearing the rhetoric, oh, the damn Mexicans are stealing all the jobs.
No, they're not.
If it wasn't for the Mexicans that come in, and pick crops and do that, us lazy Americans are not going to work on a piece rate job for that kind of money to get that work done. So that was pretty much proven. No,
a lot of people from other countries come here. They're basically taking the jobs that Americans won't do because they don't care. It's a job. It pays money. Other peoples are a lot more industrious. Most Americans are like, we take everything so for granted, and we like act like we're entitled. I mean, and I don't mean anybody in particular, just basically.
Exactly, Teresa. They won't even take the job. If you offer them $15 an hour, they won't take the job. The best workers I ever had were 2 illegal immigrants from Mexico.
Yep.
And they worked here for a full year. And when it would rain and sleet out, they were cutting trees with chainsaws. And when it would rain and sleet out, instead, I'd tell these guys, you don't have to work in this. And they're like, no, we
don't
work,
mind.
we
Yep.
make money.
Mhm.
And, they'd be out there in horrible weather, cutting trees, stacking them,
Busting ass.
and you never had to check up on them.
No.
Week I'd take them to get groceries. They'd get their groceries and stuff. And man, those guys worked like animals, man. I've never seen people work that hard in my entire life.
Yeah, they did an honest day's work for an honest day's pay,
And usually how, we take weekends off. We have a 5-day week, take two days off.
Not these guys.
These guys worked every day of the year. It didn't matter if it was Christmas, didn't matter if it was Sunday.
Yeah, if you needed help, they were there.
They, I think they took off 2 days, and I believe that was in May. They asked if it was okay. They got drunk and celebrated something, I think, in May.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. And that was the only 2 days they had off the whole time they were here. The rest of the time they worked between 8 and 12 hours a day.
Yeah, they were a huge help. A huge help.
And the funny part was,
labor intensive.
the funniest part was one spoke broken English and the other one spoke no English at all.
Got the job done,
I would just demonstrate and they would pick it right up.
They were just huge help.
Exactly, Eric.
Then we hire a couple of white kids to help bale hay. And you got to keep pushing them, and it's like, I don't know. The work ethic just isn't there a lot,
Well, I can say in my lifetime, I have never met a lazy Mexican. That I have yet to meet. Whether it's a guy or a girl, I have never met a lazy Mexican.
Because of their work ethic,
I'm just saying, I've never met
Yeah.
one. They all have a very, good work ethic,
Mhm.
and they take pride in their work.
Absolutely.
Exactly, Eric. I mean, I'm second generation immigrant or third in.
Yeah, we're all immigrants.
I'm like third generation immigrant. I should be back in Czechoslovakia picking cabbages. That's what I should be doing.
Yeah, this country was founded on immigrants, so I don't understand the problem we have. It doesn't make any sense. But conquer and divide is how you take over a nation. So, once you've got the people fighting against each other.
Well, if you think about it, it went from hating the blacks, right?
Yep.
Now
it's the Mexicans,
you gotta
and the
hate the
Muslims,
Mexicans.
and the Muslims.
No, the Mexicans are starting to get a little bit of a break because they're transferring the hate over to the Muslims. So, just one thing after another.
Islam is not a bad religion. There are sects that have it twisted, just like Christianity. It's no different.
Yeah. Well, look at Christianity. You got a bunch of skinheads in white robes known as the Ku Klux Klan running around saying that they're Christians during the week, and then on the weekend when they have their great meetings, they put on their little white their little satin robes, and they go out and they're like, "Oh, let's go get the blacks."
Yeah, they're still trying to.
It's ridiculous.
You can still find places where they will hog tie them and drag them behind trucks or hang them.
I mean, come on, dude. Remember when we went to see Willie in Chattanooga?
Yeah. We wanted him to hang out with us and party for a while, and he said, "No, I gotta leave before the sun goes down. I gotta get home." And we're like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, you don't understand what it's like, man."
And Willie lived for a long, long time up here in Chicago. He lived in a lot of bad sections of Chicago. And man, Chattanooga, I just wanted him to hang out. We went to a dog show to judge it. And he actually said right to us that if he stayed after dark and the police pulled him over, they would take and they would beat him and jail him just for being out.
Just for going home while being black.
Yeah, he's like, hey, bro, I'm telling you, this ain't Chicago, man. Tread lightly.
Yeah, there were several instances where
I am never going back to Chattanooga again, ever.
there were several instances where I really wanted to stand up and say something to the managers of certain places for their treatment of our mixed group.
Yeah,
And
we made
everybody
him.
kept telling me, "Shut up! Just don't make any waves."
We made a mistake. We went into a place to eat. It was me, Hag, Willie, who's black, another white guy, and his Asian girlfriend. And we were the last to get seated. When people would come in, they would seat them before they seated us. We waited an hour to get a table. We waited another half hour before the waitress finally came to serve us.
People that got here after us, that got there after us, were already getting their checks.
People ate and left, and Hag wants to throw this big fit, and Willie was freaking out.
I'm like, where's the manager, man? This is bullshit. This ain't how we do things, But I was told not to make waves.
Oh, Teresa, you were it. Wow, Chattanooga's bad for Ku Klux Klan. My dad was born there, and I spent a lot of my childhood there. Was it like that back then, Teresa? Has it always been that way? No, it's always been like that, Hag. I didn't know that.
It has. I remember traveling south in the early 60s.
I'm wondering
It was
why.
not good.
I'm wondering why Willie chose to settle down there.
Family was there or something? I don't know.
His wife's family must be there, because his brother's still up in Chicago.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I'm not really sure. But I mean, we're all immigrants,
Yep, the only ones who aren't are the, are
First
the
Nations, the first peoples, and
American Indians.
Yep. Now look what we did to them. Genocide.
Yep.
Pretty much wiped them out. And here we are, the 21st century is upon us, and we still have Native Americans on reservations. What the F? That's what I want to know. And we're supposed to be, a modernized, enlightened society. Well, we sure aren't showing that we are.
I'll tell you what, the Amish are smart. They took their shit out of the hands of the government. They did it a really smart way. They keep their own birth records. No, Teresa, I never thought I would live to 2020. I never did.
Yeah, I thought I'd be dead in a fiery car crash or something way before now. But it didn't happen.
But like in Illinois, we have some of the strictest gun laws and stuff. And what's strange is when the Amish get their driver's license, if they choose to, they have their name on there and date of birth. Take care, Eric. But they don't have any pictures on their driver's license. They're not required to. And you have to have an Illinois firearms owner's identification card called an FOID in order to even possess a gun. And the Amish firearms owner's identification cards have their name, their birth date, their height, their weight, hair color, eye color, no social security number, and no picture, which I find pretty interesting.
Huh?
I wonder if the Mennonites are the same way. I don't know any Mennonites, so to ask.
No, I think Mennonites are a little more modern. So
I only know Amish people.
There's a lot of apostolics in the area, too.
I don't know any of those either. I only know the Amish people.
It's another kind of a tight knit. We don't go outside our group type religion.
All the Amish people I know are really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
All right, people, I think I've bored you enough for one day on this boring live stream. So I will talk to you all again later. Take care. Have a good evening.
Yep, and if we don't talk to you before, then have a great Christmas.
We
Have a great
probably
New Year's.
we probably will because we'll be doing chores again tomorrow.
That's true.
Look for another long, boring live stream available.
Yep, we can talk about something else.
Take care, all.
Anyway, the best of everything. Peace.
Merry Christmas, Teresa. Good
Peace.
night, everyone.
Peace, love, and joy.
Peace out.